say good afternoon, everybody. This is episode 5 of the torturous real-life Truman show. Your host here, Truman. It's about maybe 12 something now, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Since I got on the buses today to get to where I am now, I've been trying to avoid the annoying things that happen inside the bus. One of the worst is when the kids cry or talk. It's the most annoying one because the parents stand beside them trying to look free of guilt that it's not their fault that their kids are making the noise. And what are you going to do to a little kid? Tell them to not talk too much? You can't do that. So this is one of the biggest tactics used. So what I tried to do, I tried to be a smartass and avoid it. Didn't work, because when I went to the other side of the bus and sat beside this older black woman, she had this strong perfume on where I was sitting back there just recently. The perfume is still on my nose, almost giving me a headache. So the point of talking about this now is that this prison is designed to affect you, hurt you, have all the negative elements in it, regardless of where you go. If you don't get it through your eyes, you will get it through your ears. Right now, if I don't look at anybody in the bus and look at a place where things are subtle, not moving, they'll start talking, or the bus driver will start driving like a maniac. He'll pick the holes on the ground and go into every single one of them. You're in a torture wagon that's designed to get you to feel like shit by the time you leave it. This is where you're in. It's a torture bin. Now, these things I could have said to you 8 months ago when this first started. The reason why is my surroundings were too hypey. You can't think. You can't do anything when it's like that. I just started to pretty much absorb what I already knew that was stored in my head, in my memory when this first started. I haven't really learned anything new in the last, 8 months. Stop moving your head and turning against me, man. So that's what they do. They have to move for them to create movement for you. And if I don't get it inside the bus, I look outside, I get it from the one that's going in the building there. Anyways, you guys know that, but in detail, pretty much, you can't really escape it. You escape the kids, you get the wheelchair. You escape the wheelchair, you get the talking woman. You escape the talking woman, you get the old man that's dry coughing for an hour. You can't really, so it's designed that way, that by the time you leave this torture wagon that you're in, you just want to kill everybody in it and kill yourself. That's what it's designed to do. Now, what makes me special is that I could still look at those creatures trying to hurt me and still see them as human beings, forced to do this or getting paid a lot of money to do it. That's what makes me different and gives me the strength to be patient with them and understand what they're doing. And regardless of their ignorance in what they're doing to me, I still look at them and regard them as human beings. That's what makes me special, and that's what makes me want to survive this battle and withstand all this pressure in the meantime and move on to the next level. Show these guys that, I can withstand this and bypass it and find the necessary elements in time to escape this torture bin that they've created for me covertly. Now, they're putting a lot of lawyer signs for me covertly. They want me to go see a lawyer. Well, could have been something that I could have done at the beginning, because my videos showed more intensity in everything that they did. Now it looks more like a normal setting, because a lawyer can't help me now, so they advertise it a lot. Now my only chance is to actually sit in the same place that's very important and sleep there for a month. I have no choice. It's the only way to bypass this choo-choo train. There is no other way to come out of this bubble. I can't beat them to the punch. I don't have a car. So this is the only way. Now they're gonna do the impossible. Have you seen in City Hall for the last week? One day they're selling vegetables in the front. One day they have games. So they gotta create excuse to bring in all this crowd to sit there and annoy me. You know what I mean? They gotta have reasons to bring them in. Now they could do this probably for the whole summer. So I gotta situate myself in a place where I'm comfortable, like an apartment, close to, very close, within jumping distance, 5 minutes to all these important places, so they can't have them switched upside down all day long for 3-4 months in a row. Because if I'm relaxed in a place, I could jump out of there anytime within 5 minutes and end up there. And if it's not tapped, I pierce the bubble. That's how this works. It's pretty obvious. So now we're in the process of actually, getting to that. So they have to irritate me. They have to talk loud, move, and everything, because I'm relaxed. I feel good. That's not allowed in a torture bin. The design of this torture bin is to have you leaving shaking, hating people, hating yourself, hating women, men, children, hating everybody. It's an attack on human nature. So you have to be able to be strong enough to find the necessary elements to bypass the shots and still not look at these misinformed, ignorant, no, they're not. It's just, they have certain, for whatever reasons that they're here. You gotta still look at them as it's a mistake they're making, because they're still human beings. You have to see it that way, because it's the truth. It's the only way you can come out of this prison. You can't look at them as your enemies, because they're not really your enemy. You have to do it that way. And hopefully in time you will take the necessary measures to be able to let this torturous bubble bypass you or pierce itself. So this, guys, today is the beginning of a long ride, which is going to be at least a couple of hours. By the time I get there, it's going to be loaded. Now they're calling people from all over the city to go there because they know where I'm heading. And I'm going to take you guys on a ride. Let's go see what we encounter today. So even if I get away from the talking, it follows me. It runs towards me and it starts to babble. You can get away from certain elements for a certain point. See, now they're all talking and seeing where I'm going, which way I'm heading. So they set it up there. They bring in all the big amount of people. It's garbage. Cleaning, walking towards me. Good timing. Now it's time to clean. There you go. So you guys know the tricks. She walks. As soon as she gets close to me, we're gonna concentrate on that this week. There's gonna be a lot of that. So let the journey begin. Now we're picking a nice quiet place. I could show you how it slowly fills up with the same people that were on the bus with me, some, and with the new ones that we're gonna pick up along the way. They're gonna do their job and moving, sitting in my way and talking if I don't look at them. What else can I tell you? Is there a point of even filming inside the subway anymore? Is there? We'll let it roll anyways. We got nothing better to do. So basically the idea is, if I have this end of the cart as a... See, as soon as I turn, the subway came. Even the carts are designed to keep things moving in front of you. Now, people that are smartasses and try to convince me otherwise now lately and go on my channel and say you're imagining this because the hardcore videos that I had that prove this are deleted and they were stolen from me. That's okay. I'm pretty sure this is just a convincing effort. Everyone knows what I go through, and it doesn't take more than 30 seconds of video to record the abnormality of my surroundings. So I still appreciate the fact that they're commenting, giving me their views, their ideas. Now this place is gonna get filled up very fast. It won't stay long. They will come and sit here eventually for me to see from 180 degree where they're sitting, and they'll sit over there right away. See? Even instantly I know it has to, because I can't look in a place that's still. I have to look in a place to see movement. So now I'll look over here and I'll film him. He won't move much, but you'll see the dirt on the chair there. So the whole cart is designed in a way where wherever I sit in any way, I will get irritated. Now, as I'm sitting and looking this way, what do I see? 180 degrees, a bit of this and a bit of that. So all this 100 degree area is, you know, designed to irritate me. So now for the people who say anything, I still appreciate your comments. Thanks for coming to my channel, regardless of what your goal is, whether it's you're part of the enemy's layer in order to misinform me, demotivate me, what else, tell me things that I won't like, whatever your cause is, or whether you're just a normal person checking out the things, or whether you're a TI. I appreciate everybody that comes to my channel. Thanks guys for commenting. Even if the bad comments that are supposed to insult me, I appreciate them, because I want to hear what you have to say. Regardless of who you are, in the end, even my enemy, the one that's doing this to me, is a human being. Even though he thinks he's not. Even the one on top, who created this torturous show a long time ago, 43 years ago when I was born, and they picked me from an orphanage, or I don't know from where, in order to say this is the perfect candidate. And they obviously knew who my parents were, what my genealogy was, otherwise they wouldn't have done this to me. If they would have picked anybody else, he wouldn't have lasted 43 years in this torture hell, in this hell on earth. Alright, so I don't know what else to tell you. We're gonna relax a bit here since we have a clear view, but then I can see in the reflection they're gonna move. See how they're moving in the reflection. You see the reflection of the camera? See how the back one's moving? I can see in the reflection. So we're gonna look over there and try to avoid noise. Everything I got, yeah. You're not gonna see much happen now. Slowly but surely, this nice, quiet, almost a normal human being kind of life, except there'll be less people in here and nobody moving with their mouth and their arms and holding a book and wide open like that. Not that normal people don't do that, but they won't all do it at the same time when you look at them in 1 second. So guys, let's see what happens today. I have certain plans. I want to do certain things. Can't tell you what they are because, you know, the enemy has my phone tapped. So we will see them and experience them as we get to the place. Happy. I want this to be like this for as long as possible, even till I get to Young Street or downtown. I'm really tired of people sitting in front of me and moving and teasing me and, you know, doing everything in their power to irritate me, to make me feel like shit. That's what this does. That's what this, see? You have to hear some kind of annoying noise if nothing's bothering you in your view.
Next station is Victoria Park.
You have to.
Victoria Park Station.
It's designed that way. See, now I get here, a car has to pass every time I pass by here. There has to be always passing things and moving things in your view. So everyone inside my bubble knows what I know, knows who I am. Everyone I get in touch with, they know what their job is, what they need to do. Now as we move south, you have the black car, you can see a little bit the edge of it up there. I have to see some kind of car or something blocking me. A train is coming towards us. There's no one in it. Nobody, guys, there's no one in it. I'm looking, nobody in this train. Let me see. No, there is. Actually, there is some people. Now, that's besides the point. The point is not to let me see a clear view. Anywhere I go, regardless if I go to a lake, I have a video uploaded. I go to a lake and then I got this man showing up after 2 minutes trying to fish, taking out a fishing stick right after I showed up on Dufferin and Finch. I don't know what lake, I don't know what it's called, lake something. It's just east of Dufferin and Finch. Okay. So, and then the noises there on that lake. I spent about an hour, you name it, airplanes after airplane after airplane, car noises, engines, revving the engines, honking. Because they can't get you with your view, you're relaxed, so they gotta get you with the noise, right? So look what I get down here, look, somebody down there, look what he's doing, look, I hope you can see him outside. Did you see him? Where is he? Right there. They're telling him to slow down. This is a complete theater. Why did he need to slow down? Why did they need to tell him to slow down? There's nothing there, look. So it's complete theater. Because it's a nice relaxing view. I can't have it all the whole time. It has to be interrupted with something to keep you annoyed, irritated, stressed out, fully attached to your surroundings, which are trying to pretty much drain you of every single ounce of positive energy, hope, vitality, feeling good, even over there, look. So they have to stick those people in, and you'll notice whenever in a place like this and you're just passing by, if there's 1 or 2 people, most of them will have light colored shirts on, very bright fluorescent shirts, so it's noticeable for you, so you notice them. They're not dressed in normal colors that will pretty much camouflage a bit with whatever their surroundings are. They're not gonna camouflage fully, but you get the point, you know what I mean? More noticeable things for you to grab your attention so you see them. The idea is not to let you concentrate on what you need to do and get done throughout the day and feel good about yourself and build up the ideas as you get there, and, you know, normal things that a normal human being would want to do in order to accomplish something. You know, you leave your house, you get into the subway not to enjoy not to start looking at your surroundings and come back home. You get on there because you want to do something. You're going somewhere. So here we go. There has to be those abrupt, quick running events while the subway's fully empty. You have to come and sit in front of you. This is, you know, just obvious. Babies crying. The whole charade. The same elements. They're getting boring now. I tell you guys, these elements, every single place I get to, they pile them up with them. Kids crying. Even if you look at most YouTube videos, they are done. It looks like they're done by normal individual people, but they're not. They're done from this entity to give you that pain when you watch them and you don't notice that you just got it. Don't you notice in a lot of YouTube videos, if you're watching about sceneries or areas or certain countries, where you always see a dog, you always see garbage pile up or somebody cleaning, you always see something that exemplifies or insinuates sex, you always see something that there's pigeons in it. I'm talking about when they make videos filming sceneries or outdoors about, you know, in certain cities, welcome to Vietnam or tourism in Italy, whatever, stuff like that. Watch these videos, guys, and you'll see in every single video they implement the same elements that you see in my life. Same elements. Every single video. And usually someone's talking loud, or you look at the market, look at the people in the background. If they show you a video of a market, how a lot of them are moving unnecessarily in the video. Unnecessarily, they have no reason to lift up their hand like this, or shout, or concentrate on the people in the background. It shows you that pretty much my world was constructed of those movie extras, those guys in the background. That's what they teach them to do. They tell them, take your mark, and when the camera gets on you, point. When the camera gets on you, hug your boyfriend. When the camera gets on you, scream. When the camera is on you, take a I don't know, a bite off your sandwich. Same thing. So whatever this technology they have around me, whether it's something implanted in me or whether it's only in my surroundings, that connects me to these people is, I heard from one of them, they talked to me, they said it's technology and it causes vibration. Like when I look at somebody, that's how they know when to move. It's from the side of my eye and it's instant, it's quickly. So right now when I turn quickly like this, usually back then, see, they move. They have to move quickly. So there's a GFE element here right away, right behind me. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you guys watch a lot of my videos. Every single video I film, those elements are implemented in them, or at least in every scene that I go to. I call them scenes now because that's what they are. Every establishment that I walk into, if I walk into the hospital emergency room, or I walk into the bank, or I walk into a restaurant, or I walk into anywhere. All those elements, if you notice, exist in every single setting. All those elements that I'm mentioning to you, or at least they try to implement all of them. They try to put all of them in every setting. Now,
Next station is Foxwell Station.
they usually consist of making noise, moving, insinuating sex, insinuating dirt, whether it's garbage, toilet paper, anything that insinuates that. Insinuating, what else? Sickness, disease, disability, elderly, and canes, with hunched back, people that have burns on their faces, or they have certain deformities or in their bodies. Or if you notice my videos, you always find those elements in every single scene that I get into. I don't call them places anymore because they're not, they're scenes. Every single scene that I get to, all the extras in there are supposed to do a certain something. And they constrive, they consist of 10 or 20 elements. It's always the same, because those are the 20 elements that pretty much make you feel like shit by the time you leave that place. So the job is done. And it's attacking personal things to you. How you think, the things that you like, the things that you don't like, the things that get to you the most are done more. The things that don't get to you much are slowly, and gradually implemented on in a more intense level for them to get to you. So it's not really a lot of things in every single setting you get to. Pregnancy, I see a lot of pregnant women. I don't see what the point of that is, but it exemplifies something. You see a lot of kids. Kids are the worst, because for noise. This is the worst thing for noise that you could ever encounter, because there's not much you can do there, and they have a high-pitched, really annoying noise. And believe me, guys, you put that around you for half an hour, you're ready to give up the fight and just say, I surrender. And regardless, all those things that are my life, which is one scene after another, even if it was only that, it wouldn't affect an individual much. You can ignore and get to your destination, live your life. But what these guys do is they stop you from getting a job. If you open a business, they destroy you. So this is how they attack you primarily at first. The first element is to cut off your goal. Speaking of the devil. Once they cut off your goal, then you get miserable. Then they eliminate everybody around you. I'm not a prophet, guys, but this is how every scene of my life is. Now, in the next scene will be, oh, I forgot, a very high-pitched fake laugh that's really, I don't know, sort of a shallow, you know. You hear that on both males and females. It's one of the trademarks of almost every scene I walk into. They try at least to put it there. I'm trying to remember the elements. Same elements. They're about 10 or 20. They're in every scene that I go to. And now I'm surrounded, the only one in the car here with noise. And I don't even have to mention that. You guys know how this works. But, what else is there? You have... Oh, excuse me. The element of noise, continuous talking. It doesn't matter the languages. All languages could sound annoying if the proper person is speaking fast and high enough. So, believe me, I'm an expert in that. I've heard all kinds of languages being spoken really fast and really loud. In the end, they're all fucking annoying. It depends how you speak them. It's not the language or the act that you're doing. The people that are doing those acts too, they matter. It's how you do it that could get to you more or get to you less. What else? So, yeah, usually, you know, dirt, noise. It's an environment, a scene that you go into. Oh, they changed Babe Station. It's nicer now. It used to look dirty down here. They repainted it. It used to be green and white. Anyways, from one scene to another, what you're gonna notice is every establishment I walk into and walk out, those are the scenes that you'll notice the same elements being implemented in every scene. Same ones. There's like 10 or 20. Some scenes may not have them, some have one or two, or some other scenes may have other two, but overall, there's 20 tactical elements that are being implemented in every scene that I walk into. So they're sitting there on their guard. As soon as I walk in, they do what they're trained to do. Pop, 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 pop. You come out of there sort of taking all these shots, drained, miserable. You just got demeaned in there, belittled, or frowned at, or they're designed to radiate you that negative energy in anything that they're doing. It doesn't matter the act, even though there's only like 20 or 30 of them. So you come out of there pretty much, your inner was just, whether it's your psyche, your emotion, whatever, was just bombardedly attacked. Boom, 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 boom. You come out of there, you're just like, ugh, I want to kill myself. I don't want to live anymore. So this is the idea. And then you go to another place, which is supposed to be a hospital. Yes, you do get treated in the end in terms of what you need to be treated at the hospital, but you just got attacked over there in that room. So maybe some of them are nurses, qualified nurses, but they're also qualified to do this to you. These are not the normal people that are there, guys. They won't do this to a human being. This is a prepped scene, prepped environment to really implement those 20 tactics on you. So you come out of there, you're just fucking destroyed. Boom, boom, boom. You're out. But you're gonna notice. What I'm telling you is to look out for. From every scene to another, every scene to another, every place I go into, I mean, whether it's the store, the elevator, that's considered a place, the subway, the walkway from here to the bus stop, you will notice the same elements being implemented, 20 of them, 25 of them, whatever, the ones I mentioned to you. Movement, noise, dry coughing, they don't do that much anymore. Insinuations of dirt, sex, stressing you out, insinuations of things that you don't have, you're deprived of. What else? I want to give you the laugh, that shallow. You're gonna hear that a lot. Laugh. You're gonna notice a lot of people talking loud every place that I get to. That doesn't mean that they were talking loud the whole time. It's when I get there, just before I get there, they start. That's why I say action when I get to the scene, because that's what it is. But it's not really a movie, it's a torturous setting. You walk in there, you get attacked with all these elements. When you leave, you're just drained. And that's it, pretty much. I wanted to give you guys a different look today on things, and different, from a different perspective, and explain to you exactly how this is set up. So, I mean, this baby cart right now, these people talking, if you look out throughout the whole subway, all the carts, I guarantee you, you will not find one doing the same thing as these guys. You may find one holding her baby, one whatever, but you won't. But that's the idea. I keep on mentioning those things. I don't know why. You guys see them in every scene that I walk into. So now I'm still in the process of trying to escape this bubble, but it's gonna take time. Now it's not gonna be easy since I don't have a driver license or a car. If I did, I'd come out of it easy. You need a car to beat them to the punch, to come out of this evil bubble. It's the only way. Or stay in the same place for as long as possible. So I have those two options now that I'm playing with. They know them. I say them on video, not that, you know, I'm saying anything new in front of them, or I'm giving out the secrets of what I'm gonna do next. But that's why you'll notice a lot of the videos that I film, I'm always downtown. This is my place now, because it's a center, it's very busy. It's bad for me too, because then they can have an excuse to put in a lot of people there. It's always annoying, extra annoying. But the place that's extra annoying is the place that will free you. There's a reason why it's extra annoying, because the danger is there. They want to get you out of there as fast as possible. So they're doing their best to really get you out of there, because there's a lot of important businesses that need to function in that area. And the closer you are to these places, the more dangerous it is, because you could be outside. So the idea is to live or to stay 24 hours a day for a long time outside of a very couple of important places, where they really can't stay in all those places the whole time on their guard. And then in the middle of the night, if you want, you jump in, you get out of there in less than 5 minutes, you're there. They can't do jack motherfucking shit. Excuse my language. I don't like to say these words on video, but sometimes they just come out. This is how you beat this. Because if not, once they've grabbed you and started flipping, you could go to Brazil or to Europe, and you will be flipped out in the airport, in the plane, at the other airport. Your cocoon bubble will go with you, precede you everywhere you go. If you don't come out of that bubble, you can't accomplish anything inside that bubble, because it's designed to destroy you. If you see a lawyer in that bubble, he won't help you. If you see a judge in that bubble, he won't help you, because he's a part of that bubble. If you see a, I don't know, I'm moving away from all the movement, because that's the idea there. If you see a, I don't know, anything guys, in that sort of bubble, you can't, everyone you're getting in touch with is a part of that bubble. He's designed not to help you come out, he's designed to help you go back in. So, oh, this is young, I'm out of here. So, that's how, you know, this is designed, guys. That's what it's supposed to do to you, okay? So, I'm gonna be contacting a couple of places down here and doing some things, so I don't know if I'm gonna be filming a lot for much longer, but let's, you know, get out there and see what we can do. It's a Saturday today, so most places are closed, government places, you know, anything that has to do with anything for me to be able to come out of this is closed today. But I came down here because I promised you I'll come down here every day. So you're gonna see a lot of people eating and drinking things today because I don't have money in my pocket, so they're trying to tease me. Everything that's about food and fresh and makes you get hungry, makes you smells outside of a restaurant, they're gonna tease me a lot this way today. All right, because I'm purposely trying not to waste money. I can't. I need every single penny to come out of this torture. So I have to force myself to be without it. So you're gonna see a lot of that. You see the first one I saw sitting down, he's eating, he took a bite of his beef patty and his drink. Now that I mentioned it on video, they're not gonna put it. They're following. They're on my trail. They're on top of my head. Everything I say, they do. So anything that's not good for you, anything that hurts you, anything that against you, you're in a world that's designed around you to beat that shit out of you internally. Anything that, you know, sort of destroys you, is being implemented around you. Anyways, so we're here, same charade, same people, same crap. They're not normal people setting. They're gonna be pointing and talking loud and whatever, using all the elements to stress me out. Everything is a setting, guys. Everything is a scene. Please watch my other videos if you're watching this video for the first time, guys, so you don't think I'm a nutcase. If I was in your shoes, I'd think the same. Believe me, when I first woke up to this about 10 months ago, it was just mind-boggling. I didn't really wake up to all of it 10 months ago. First thing I said when I woke up, I was like the Truman Show, and then slowly but surely, 2 months later, I guess I had a better idea of what I was up for, but not fully. It actually took me 6-7 months. Look at herds being barging against me. So, it took me long because a lot of people are gonna stop around me and start talking loud. I don't have to mention that. You see a lot of loud talking around me wherever I go, regardless whether I'm passing by somewhere or whether see the way this guy came. I had to see it for me to see it. Well, that's a big element. I told you, elderly, disabilities, you know, things that they're supposed to make you feel like make you feel miserable. It's a weapon to make you miserable. And every place I get into is a scene of that, a small version of it that has the same elements, same tactics to pretty much make you more miserable. People cutting you off, going around you like this. This is downtown. I don't like to mention this much around here, but it doesn't matter. This happens to me anywhere. You guys know that. Watch my videos. So, today, I'm hoping to accomplish a couple of things down here. Since government places are all closed. So it's a bubble, it's a world designed to destroy you, imprison you and destroy you. So the more I filmed a stalking video yesterday. I was at 200 something. It's in Scarborough. And there's a government building there. And there's the Scarborough Town Center on the other side. And I filmed a sort of a stalking video for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I think I called it Government Stalking 101 or something like that, tactics. If you look at what happened to me in that place, they're trying to minimize that. I see less and less of it. And it's very smart on their part. Very smart. Because the more that's obvious, the more they can get into trouble. By keeping it this way, I can't really sue them for anything now. So they can keep me imprisoned in this. At least legally, I won't be able to come out of it. I would, because they're doing a lot of things to me that are very obvious. But in terms of the big bubble thing, well, you have to find the right lawyer. And if I'm inside the bubble, every lawyer I'll call, or every lawyer I see how loud the music is here, listen. No store plays music that loud outside of their store. So, guys, they have to, you know what I mean? They have to implement tactics where they're not really, you know, it doesn't show. So let's see what we got here. Have to ignore everything that's around you. It's the only way you could survive this. Otherwise you won't. You have to ignore it. You have to. It's the only way for this bubble to eventually destroy itself. Because it will. There's no other way around it. Doesn't matter how long they want to keep it for. It's not up to them. See, look what happens around me here. So anything to block, all this is set up because you're coming to it. Outside on the street, it's the cars too that they use. Now that I get here, this guy gets in. So they wait. They sit there and wait till you look at them. It's fucked up. It's royally messed up. Unless you experience this, it's hard to believe. It's so hard to believe. You're like, man, this person's nuts. If I was in your shoes, I'd think the same. I mean, who would come up with something like this to do to someone? What kind of a human being with a normal brain would do this? They don't have a normal brain, these guys. These guys are insane, guys. Otherwise, they wouldn't do this to anybody. You watch movies like The Hunger Games or whatever, you know, that's what they're doing to people. That's what they want to do eventually. They're on top, they have a lot of money, and they just want to play around with people. You know, that's pretty much what they want to do. So, you know, no, man. See, the annoying irritations and distractions start now. Because they want to cut you off your concentration. Now you'll see a lot of that. So, let's see where... Now I film here, cars will start moving, cars will come in here. That's how it is. Let's see where 10 is. It's not here. It's got to be on this side. Where could it be? It's got to be this building. It has to be. Do you know where number 10 is? Number 10. No? Okay, thanks. Sanctuary. Maybe we should go live in there, guys. Sanctuary. That's number 30. So it's gotta be back there. We're looking for número 10. So you're gonna hear noises now because I'm detaching from my surrounding completely. There's no reason to be attached to it. I don't have anything to tell you more. I don't have to film anything. So I'm detaching completely from what's around me because it's all filth, it's dirt. It's all useless to me. It's designed to hurt me. It's not designed to do anything good to me. You know what I mean? So you gotta completely detach. By someone tapping you on the shoulder and asking you for a cigarette, they wanna bring you back in there from the dirt that you've detached from. But you have to do that in this bubble to survive. So even on the other side, really far, you saw a blonde walking like this with a nice dress. I don't know if you can see it in a small video. Right across the street over there. But they have to get you. They have to trick you into seeing the things you don't want to look at. You get it? As soon as you turn, you're supposed to see them. They want to trick you. Excuse me, do you know where number 10 is here? Number 10, Charles? You have no idea? Yeah, you can see. This is number 4 or 5, and then it goes to number 30.
Maybe you know somebody who works there.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Have a nice day. So everyone, guys, everyone. See this guy, maybe he turns his head. You are not supposed to get a nice quick answer to your questions. Everything is supposed to turn you around and turn you, and then you end up in the gutter instead of ending up in a restaurant. That's what this is designed to do to you. That's 6. So that's 6. You see that? I remember I saw that and it was 10. Where the hell is number 10? Number 10. Tell them I'm looking for number 10. So you gotta ignore, you gotta really detach everything that's around you. It's all garbage. None of it is good for you. None of it is normal people passing by. Every single one is designed to hurt you in a way. Well, this could be 10, but it doesn't say, it doesn't have an address on it. I can't see it. You have to stay in a good mood and pay no attention at all to anything that's happening around you. It's all fantasy, guys. It's all supposed to make you think and feel a certain way that will pretty much destroy you. This is the only way to fight this. There's no such thing here. I can't find it. No. No such thing. So the reason why I'm looking, I didn't look it up, is because I'm trying not to cut off the video for you guys, so you stay with me, you know. I really don't feel like recording on the small camera. It's annoying, it's pain in the ass. I have it for backup in case I go into tight small places, or I go to places where they're gonna tell me you can't record here, then I can, you know, switch that one back on. But I'll get to where I need to get to, and you know, we'll just go for a nice walk and shake up the place a bit. And I'll find eventually the places that I need to get to. I can't see the. Do you have the time? 109. So you have to do that. Eventually, what I really need to do down here is something that I can't do today. And it's something that I won't be able to record at all, not even for a minute. I gotta come down here really fast and spend a good 5 hours doing that thing that I need to do. And hopefully that'll get me